So what are the top 5 mistakes we see in runners? Stick around for that number 3 because you'll be surprised how often it is done and how detrimental it can be for your running. So number 1, so many runners believe they just need to run as many miles, as many kilometers as possible. Training for a marathon, half marathon, even just 10Ks, 20Ks and that, people just think they need to run these distances again and again and just build up those miles and those legs. Yes, this can help, but if you are running these amount of distances with poor form, poor technique, every single little step is going to increase your risk of injury. Imagine doing 100 squats in the gym with every single rep, inefficient, risky, not with good form. You're eventually going to blow out the knee, blow out the back, or do some kind of horrific injury. This is how we need to look at running as well. Every single step you take needs to be treated like 1 rep in the gym. So we've got to get every single one of those reps bang on, as efficient and as effective as possible. That is the number 1 way to reduce your risk of injury in runners. I always hate hearing this stat that 80% of runners get injured every year, and that should not be happening. That is way too high. We can easily change this number by changing the thought pattern about how to run. Technique, technique, technique. 2, over supportive shoes. Yes, we need a little bit of cushioning, a little bit of support here and there if we're going for longer distance running, but too many shoe companies, too many shoe shops just whack you in these big cushion heels, these big stabilizing arch supports, heel raisers, and sell you these lies that they just want you to spend the money on. Your foot is a beautiful piece of machinery that has all the stability, all the strength, all the mobility hidden within it, where we don't need to add a big bulky shoe to the equation. Maybe when you first start out running, yes, you need a little bit more cushion, a little bit more support, but the eventual goal is to try get minimalist through that as possible, not necessarily barefoot, but minimizing the cushion, minimizing that support so you can start using your body, your foot, your ankle, the way it was designed. So stay away from those big bulky shoes, because these shoes can potentially and most likely will alter your running form without you knowing. Anytime you hit that heel on the ground with a big cushion heel in the way, that's going to restrict your running. It's going to make you run ineffectively, inefficiently, and cause all kinds of dramas upstream. Number 3, relying too much on your data, on your wearables. They are a great tool to help you improve your running, but they shouldn't tell you how to run. It's just a feedback tool to give you data on what you can improve on. It's not something to really aim for. It's just something to have there, think, okay, cool, that looks good. Now I'm just gonna work on that a little bit. It shouldn't change much in your technique at all. It's just looking at comparisons before and after and get in your brain to use that data as a tool. We've got all this awesome technology these days, which is great, but we still need to listen to our own body. Take the music out every now and again and run and listen to your body. Listen to your breath. Listen to your foot strike. Be one with yourself, as to put it, and become in tune and connected with your own body. Because no data, no video, nothing like that is going to know anything better than you in your own body. Number 4, not getting your technique analyzed. Running is a skill that needs to be analyzed. It needs to be looked at, it needs to be improved on, it needs to be honed in on. You need some feedback to improve where you have been to get you where you want to go quicker. Just like with any movement, squats, deadlifts, Olympic lifting, jumping, on the bike, on the rower, it is all a skill that needs to be looked at to improve on. The earlier you can get your running technique analyzed, the quicker you know how you should be running, how to run, and then you'll get there a lot quicker, much more enjoyment, much more fulfillment, and smashing those PBs. Number 5, last but not least, addressing your foot and ankle mobility. Unfortunately for most humans today, we're stuck in these coffin-like shoes that are too small for us, toe boxes jamming our toes together, crazy heel heights, too much cushion, too much support. The foot just becomes lazy, weak, and pretty much dead inside these shoes. So get your feet out of shoes, Get these toes moving, get some dexterity there, get some motor control from the brain to your feet, and get some connection, get some muscle activation, get your feet strong. A third of your bones are in your feet for a very good reason. All those joints, 26 joints per foot, need to be moving. If you just whack them in a big cushioned stable shoe, the shoe's going to be one doing all the job for you, and that's going to be a high risk of injury. The stronger, more mobile, more flexible, more connected you can get your feet, the easier running becomes, the faster you become, the longer you can run, and the decrease your risk of injury will go through the roof. So address that situation with the feet. As always, guys, give this video a thumbs up if you like it and subscribe to the channel. You don't know how much that means to me if you can. And please check out all the other videos around running technique, and let's get you running faster, further, and stronger.